Modernization is really about careful management of change. While preservation may be viewed as the act of conserving a historic building, modernization is about embracing that past and also pushing it into the future. Our objective is to retain the historic character of a historic building and to maintain its functional place in society, but also develop interventions that will allow it to perform with efficiency and have the technology of a modern facility. Our public buildings represent our nation's history and democratic ideals. Beyond the bricks and mortar, glass and steel of these buildings, however, their true significance really lies in the meaning and as it's embodied in those forms and materials. It's this meaning, even more than the physical fabric, that we need to understand and interpret and pass on to future generations. And that's a real core part of what we're trying to do in these projects. Change in the world is inevitable. And if these buildings are going to continue to serve the public, they have to be able to accept change and accept it gracefully to accommodate new needs and new technologies. The Birch-Bayh Federal Office Building and Courthouse in Indianapolis is the embodiment of our free and democratic society. For over 100 years, this building has been serving the public. And while our concept of justice has changed very little in the 200 years of our country, the tools that the judiciary uses to apply justice have changed dramatically. The technology that they need to do their job day in and day out, computer systems and display screens and security systems and sound systems, all have to be integrated into these buildings to allow them to function properly. Modernizing this kind of historic landmark meant that we were really breathing new life into its purpose and its function and allowing it to continue to serve not just the judiciary and the tenants of the building, but also the general public. So in addition to the technology that we have to provide for the courts and for the users themselves, we also have to incorporate modern systems, mechanical systems, electrical systems, and fire suppression systems that meet or exceed current standards for comfort, life safety, and energy efficiency. The key to meeting this design challenge is an integrated team of architects and engineers. On a project like this, the line between architecture and engineering really has to go away because the entire team needs to share a similar vision about, not just about the building and about the mission, but also what we're trying to accomplish. And through that, we can create really innovative and efficient design solutions that achieve the goals of our client and the users, as well as preservation ethic that we're trying to utilize on the project. So our job is really to make our work virtually invisible in many ways. If you visit the Birch-Bayh building today, very little of what we've done is visible. It's really what we added and modified is almost invisible. But behind those historic walls and above those historic ceilings, there lies the heart of a modern building that will continue to serve the public for over 100 years. And that's what really gets our teams excited, and it's why we love to take on these kinds of projects. It's knowing that what we're doing is a legacy, that we ourselves may not be known in the future, but what we've done has allowed these incredible buildings to serve the public now and for many years to come, and that probably 50 to 75 years from now, another generation of designers, of architects and engineers are going to be brought into the building and faced with the same challenge with very different kinds of technologies, but that the framework of what we've done and the framework of the building that we've worked within is still going to be there. And that's a really exciting part of why we do what we do.